We love hip hop.
Yeah, we talked about, okay.
Bishop. That's what I want to make sure to address before we get out of here.
Wow, what a crazy story to break almost. Like,
big salute to Bishop Brigante.
Legend. You know, I interviewed him back in the day.
Really?
Like 7 years ago. I don't think he remembers. It was at Fusion Radio at UFT Scarborough.
Okay.
I don't know how we got him. Super down to earth and very hardworking.
Yeah,
like knowledgeable, like true hip hop artist.
Yes. And he's done so much things, from being like one of the only Toronto rappers to get on, if not the only Toronto rapper to get on 106 Park's Freestyle Fridays. He was in movies. Right now, he's dealing with a lot of health issues. Pray for him, because he's dealing with colon cancer. He's got a GoFundMe that I have in the link in our link tree. So, you know, if you all want to donate to that. And he's trying to bring down the age for when it's mandatory, or at least recommended to start getting testing for that to in the late 30s or at least mid 30s, because they don't usually recommend it to like in your 40s to get a test for prostate cancer, but he's not in his late 40s or mid 40s, and he's been diagnosed since his late 30s. So he's trying to bring down the age. Like he's doing his activism to try to bring it down. But what he's dealing with right now from the music side of things is he wrote a hook with Nate Dogg years ago. They were supposed to they had the beat from Cardinal Dangerous.
Boom, 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 boom,
yeah. They
boom,
had
boom,
it first.
Boom, boom, boom. Wow.
And I guess they didn't use the song, and him and Nate Dogg wrote a hook to that. Okay. And I'm just recounting from what he was saying on his Instagram live. What ended up happening, because they never used the hook, Eric Sermon, who I guess had something to do with that song in some kind of way, was able to get that hook and reuse it on something more recently. Eric Sermon and producer Dave Strickland, who's from here, you know, he's associated with the OVO camp and stuff like that, as well as the Def Squad camp. I've interviewed Dave Strickland, aka Gordo, back in the days. Okay, so Gordo and Eric Sermon took the song, the pieces of the song, remade something, cut Bishop out. Bishop hasn't received any money, so now he wants his money. I'll play a little bit of his rant.
My Nate Dogg vocals, they took all that shit. They went and got the record cleared. Well, they lied to the Nate Dogg estate. And they did whatever they did, right? Wow, Big Tweez was there. Tweez was there. That's crazy.
Big salute to producer Big Tweez.
So, Gordo calls me and he goes, yo, we got this record, da-da-da, and yo, I gave him Nate Dogg vocals. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck you mean you gave him the Nate Dogg vocals?
That's me in the comments.
I'm like, trying to make sense of what he's saying to me, right? Anyway, so he keeps telling me, yo, E's gonna call you, Eric's gonna call you, they're gonna make it right, they're gonna pay you all this money, they're gonna give you publishing on it. But they took my vocals.
Oh, my bad.
So even though I'm upset at what's going on, I understand what the intent was, but even though I'm upset about what's going on, I'm even still thinking to myself, you know what? I'm easy to work with. I did the same thing with Cardinal's Dangerous record. The irony is the hook that they took.
Okay, we don't have to explain that
When
part.
Kimo called me and said, yo, whoop, 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 car thing. The business. What's the business? Don't call me about the weather. Don't call me about nothing. You took my shit. What's the business? Right?
Watch me
Boom.
with the dollar signs.
So he starts saying stuff to me like,
active.
Yo, you know, once an artist dies, all of their music goes back to the estate. Not if I bought it. Not if I paid for it. Not if I paid for the session, etc., etc. No, that's not how it works. That shit is mine. Not to mention the stuff that Nate gave to me. That's mine. And I've had it for years because I didn't want to ride off of his death. I held on to the vocals because I wanted to respect his legacy, and I wasn't going to do nothing with it until.
Okay, he goes off on Gordo. He goes off on E.W.O.L, aka Eric Sermon. He's saying that these guys haven't paid him. They've been checking on him, but they didn't want to pay him. He said something about they asked for his Cash App information, but they weren't giving him the specifics of how much they wanted to send him, because if he gives them the Cash App information and they just send him like $1,000, he's basically admitted to like, yeah, I've accepted money.
Yeah, then you're done.
Right? You can't fight it in court as much. After this, Nate Dogg, my bad, RIP Nate Dogg. Eric Sermon blocked Bishop. But I posted this is on my Instagram page. I don't know, this is like 12 slides or something, because I can do more than 10 slides on my page. And Eric Sermon blocked me too, bro.
And prior to this, you guys had like a working relationship in it?
No, I never had a conversation with him. He's reshared times that I've shared, him on Drink Champs and little things like that, where he was bragging about making a bunch of money. I was like, oh, good for E.W.O.L. And then when he reshared my stories, I was like, oh, cool. Like a hip hop legend is noticing the page here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the future, get an Eric Sermon or EPMD interview or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm blocked. I'm blocked, unfortunately.
That is wild. That is such a funny way to deal with your problems.
But if you're blocking us, Bishop and I, specifically as far as this, is that an admission of guilt?
It definitely shows like an extended level of concern, because I was just talking to my friends about this yesterday. Like, you only block people that really affects you.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can just mute, unfollow. But like to block someone, it's like, I don't want to see anything. It's like there's something else.
Or if it's harassment, like I blocked a bunch of people, but you're harassing me.
That's different,
right?
Yeah.
You're not harassing me if you're telling me, yo, you owe me money. Where's my money? That's not harassment. You just want your money, and I'm being a dick and not paying you. You know what I'm saying? Harassment is like, yo, you're a goof, just saying whatever just to try to get under the person's skin. This guy's saying, I want my money. Block. Bishop's gonna have to take this guy to court, bro. Which is probably a whole set of money too.
Well, hopefully, justice is served and he's given what he's owed. He's a staple in Toronto hip hop, and I wish him the best.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I said earlier, pray for Bishop with all the other things that he's going through. But I'm sure he doesn't need this compounded on top of everything else that he's already dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Bishop once again. I think we could wrap it there, bro.
We love hip hop.